books. Pew pew. Give you a little extra because it's definitely been a bizarre day. I'll go with that. Bizarre. Makes me think of that song. How bizarre, how bizarre. Anyways, welcome to today's Cup of Crazy. Love y'all. I have been having a peculiar type of day. I came out here at 6:30 this morning to do a video, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. So I've been like everything from distracted, interrupted, and something very bizarre happened to me today, right? And which also is gonna lead me into talking about toxic positivity. I do believe there's such a thing, and it's not something that a lot of people will talk about because everybody's like law of attraction, and you don't want to stray from talking all peace, love, and all grooviness, right? But something happened to me today. I was sitting on my chair, and it was like, I don't know if you can see my hair, but I have like super static cling, right? And I don't know if you guys watched any of the other videos, but I do believe it means that there's entities around. Well, I happen to believe these entities, there's lots of them, and some of them are not good guys, right? Some of them are bad. Like I was saying, I was sitting on a chair in the smoke shack, and it felt like something, well, either tried to jump into my body and was like bounced off, or tried to push me over, and that they did succeed. I was pushed off of my chair. It felt like somebody pushed me off of my chair, and I got my cheek here. It's probably too dark to see, but I got my cheek here. I hit the floor, right? And see, the thing about toxic positivity is when you're doing a exorcism or banishing an evil spirit or entity or energy, exorcists don't really, I don't think it works that way. Someone saying nicely, well, could you please, if you don't mind, in a cowardly manner, could you go? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. you can't expect to have any sort of result by pussyfooting around the situation. You have to stand firm and rebuke that shit, and pretty well it's war. It's spiritual warfare, right? It ain't pretty, it ain't positive, it ain't nice. But like I said, it's today has been bizarre. It has been. And I'm okay. I'm okay, totally okay. But the thing is, whatever it was, or if someone directed negativity towards me, or what have you, the thing is, they're not fighting against me, they're fighting against God. It doesn't matter if I'm like, oh, have mercy on them. That doesn't matter. It ain't up to me. It ain't up to me what God wants to do. He's got his own agenda. if anybody knows that, I do. Right? Today I was going to talk about how I don't know if everybody knows or whatever, but I'll explain. I had my brain bled. I had an AVM and it burst. So I had like a stroke. But it wasn't from something I caused. It was from birth. And, right, I was going to talk about how in the book of Job, because I read the Bible, and it was just something to do, because I didn't really watch TV, and it was a big book. And I've always been fascinated by the stories, right? It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. You can walk away with something from the stories, right? I haven't gone to church for like 20 years, but it doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Right? And the story of Job, anyways, it happens that, well, how I understand it anyways, I won't claim to be spiritually superior to anybody, okay? But the book of Job goes, Satan and God are talking, right, about different things. And Satan pretty much told God, like, these, I'll just put it, this isn't quoted for sure, these wretched humans, like, why even give them your attention, and why do you care about them so much? And God was like, well, have you seen my servant Job? And I'm not saying I'm Job. I'm saying everybody's Job. Right? Everybody gets tested and everything. But Job was really put to the test. he was stripped of everything. And I was stripped of everything, right? Everything. My job, my spouse, my people in my family, my friends, people turned on me and abandoned me. Or I felt that way for sure. Like, I really did. I was angry and sad, and I really thought that, you know, I started to believe in a way what they believed, that God must hate me. Right? And I'm thinking, why, that doesn't even make sense. Right? And I just thought, whatever, your way, not mine. Right? I don't understand why, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. Sure I'll get it. And you got bad guys. It's like being tested, like Job. My dog died. Both my grandparents died. I just got out of the hospital. My son was hit by an SUV and punctured his lung and lacerated his liver, and he almost died. Right? And a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened. But Job, he didn't understand why, and I'm sure at times he was really discouraged and felt unworthy, right? Because I know I felt unworthy. I felt unworthy, right? But that's the thing. It's like, no, I'm pretty worthy. I think I'm worthy. and what the story taught me, like in the end, Job, he gets blessed up like ding, 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 ding. Like so much good happens to him. And he never gave up on God because he knew God never gave up on him. He maybe never understood it, and in a way, like, people might think his friends were, or people, his family, whatever, they were kind of the villains in the story, but no, they weren't, because they pushed him more towards God and took those distractions away. Even unknowingly, they actually helped him. But my point is, don't give up, right? Don't give up. You never know what'll happen or how things can change, no matter how bad they look, right? And sometimes they do not look good, and right, we're all humans. We're all like, what might make me sad, it might take 10 times as much to make someone else sad, but it might take 10 times less. right? It doesn't mean that it's any less important, right? I just want y'all to stay strong and you know, in the way you are God, you are God's eyes, you are God's words. You hear what you hear, God hears, right? So be a worthy servant, right? Actually, you know, try to not give up, because you are loved. And even if it doesn't seem that way sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't, right? And all you got is yourself. And you know what? Maybe that's what you needed to see, is that you needed to love yourself, right? That you weren't loving yourself. Anyways, don't give up, and the best possible outcome could happen. Even if it seems like you don't know how it could happen, hey, things could change like that. Nothing's permanent unless you make it that way. Okay. Be good and watch for ghoulies, because yeah, there's lots, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a couple. So make sure to stay protected, guys. Stay protected. Okay, bye bye.